Welcome to the Fear Network.
Welcome to the Fear Network. I'm your host, Jerry, and this week we're taking a look at shark attack movies. This weekend serves as the 45th anniversary of Jaws being released worldwide, and I couldn't think of a better way than to give you more movies to watch after you take in Jaws. I'm a big fan of Jaws. It was one of my first horror movies I ever saw as a kid, and it really got me into the genre. And ever since then, I haven't really been able to go back into the water. That's a common side effect for the people who watch Jaws. And let's make that phobia worse. Today we're looking at the top 5 shark attack movies. Now spoilers, number 1 is not Jaws because Jaws turns 45 this weekend and this video is a gift to it. It's a look at the top 5 movies that spawned out of the horror genre of shark attacks. And here are my top 5. At number 5 we have Meg, released in 2018.
Meg is about a research facility that accidentally releases a megalodon shark from the Marianas Trench and the havoc it causes. Let's be honest, we don't watch shark movies for great acting, but we watch them for cool kills and suspense. This movie delivers on both, as the 50-foot shark does what a 50-foot shark can. It attacks the crew, a beach party, and some poor whales. Similar to that of Jaws, I would recommend reading the book series written by Steve Alten. It sets up a cool universe and does a lot of cool suspense with the story. Granted, this is a video about the movie, so go ahead and watch the movie. It's a good summer popcorn flick. Granted, it doesn't give you that urge to don't go in the water, because you would see a 50-foot shark in most waters, and that is slightly a plot point that doesn't make sense in the movie and towards the end. But go ahead and give it a shot. It's fun, it's funny, you get some cool scenes, it's beautifully shot, so I highly recommend it.
At number 4, we have Deep Blue Sea, released in 1999.
Deep Blue Sea follows another research facility. This time they're trying to discover the cure for Alzheimer's disease. This movie has some fantastic line deliveries by LL Cool J and Samuel L. Jackson, and some wicked scenes of sharks hunting people through a floating underwater facility. The setting gets you claustrophobic, and knowing the water is rising and the sharks are around really gives this movie an edge versus the typical open water shark movies. If you haven't seen this, it's a classic from the 90s, I highly recommend it.
Now you might think number 3 is a joke, but I'm dead serious. At number 3 we have Sharknado, released in 2013.
That's right, the made-for-Sci-Fi Channel movie about a tropical storm that sucks up sharks and hurls them around eating people makes the list. The sole reason is how unique this is. And granted, it's a very silly concept, but that adds to it. If you're looking for a shark movie that's lighthearted, Sharknado's it. Plus you get a wicked shot of a man named Finn, that's right, a character in a shark movie named Finn, diving into the mouth of a shark with a flippin' chainsaw. You can't get that anywhere else. If by some chance you haven't seen Sharknado yet, you really need to fix that.
Swimming in at the number 2 spot, we have Shark Night, released in 2011.
I often talk about shark attack movies with friends because they're great, they're fun to watch, and it always surprises me how Shark Night doesn't get enough love, and it really should. Shark Night is a perfect blend of the slasher and shark genre. The plot is about a group of teens who go to a weekend getaway at a friend's lake house. As they lake house it up over the weekend, they soon discover that the lake is infested with sharks. We later find out that it's a saltwater lake in Louisiana, so it makes sense, I guess, but there's also a cool explanation at the end that's technically spoiler territory, so I'm going to let that go, and you should watch it yourself. Shark Night is directed by David Ellis, who directed 2 of the Final Destination movies, and produced by Mike Fless, who produced the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 2003, and the Eli Roth Hostel movies. So with those 2 combined, you should really know what you're getting into in this movie. It's a lot of fun, I highly recommend it.
Taking a bite out the number 1 spot, we have The Shallow, released in 2016. The Shallow is constantly talked about as a great shark attack movie and often recommended to people who love Jaws but don't know where to go from there because there's a plethora of other shark attack movies.
It's a fantastic shark movie. The plot follows Blake Lively as she's stranded on a buoy a few hundred feet from safety as a shark decides she's worth sticking around for and waits for dinner. This movie is beyond nerve-wracking, and for such a simple plot, it is acted so well and delivered beautifully. If you want a shark movie that lives up to Jaws in the sense of nerve-wrackingness and makes you not want to get back into the water, The Shallows is it. I can't recommend it enough. It's wonderfully done. It's in the vein of Jaws that makes the monster scary again. Sure, other sharks in this series has been scary, but this one makes you really feel for the character, similar to that to Jaws. I highly recommend this movie to anybody watching this video because it's a lot of fun.
Well, those are my top 5 Shark Attack movies in honor of Jaws turning 45. If you have a different top 5, make sure you leave a comment below letting me know, or if you disagree with my Sharknado placement. I stand by that. As always, remember Randy's third rule.
Never, ever, ever, under any circumstances say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back.
So until next time, I'm Jerry. This has been the Fear Network.